All right, Shalom. This is Howard One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ha Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be an epistle, edification, a message, encouragement to any new recruits, new brothers. You know, you got a lot of people wrestling with doubt or that lack faith. Matter of fact, let's see about that real quick. All right, I want to start off with this precept, because that's what we need in these times is what? Faith, all right? Faith and belief in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And also diligence and discipline to do the work, all right? Just like that's why the Lord told us to watch the ants. They may not have a leader when they out roaming and building, but they still have the intent on how to build, and also they build together, ants, and they stay busy. So this is James chapter 1, verse 4. It says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing, man. All right, so patience have a perfect work. What's that? Trust in the process of the Lord preserving you, all right? Of the Lord preserving you, of the Lord building you up. So you have to trust the process. What's the process? When you come into this truth, you have to what? Pour out your whole cup of the things you've learned in this world and fill it up with this new wine, with the water, with the truth. All right? So it says what? Matter of fact, let's go to verse 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. See, how do you get patience? You get tried in this truth. Once you, wow, let's go to that real fast. Because that's, there's steps to this truth. Just like there's steps to creation, a process in creating something. So the Lord is still creating us, man, today. All right? And we're experiencing that creation, him creating us into a nation right in front of our eyes. You know, because Israel was done away with. Now the Lord is rebuilding us right in front of the world's eyes, man. We're seeing how the Lord created things. His wisdom, his process of doing it. Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, prepare thy soul for temptation. See, once you step forward to serve the Lord, you're entering the theater of war, of battle, of intellect, of education, right? Of evangelism. So you got to prepare your soul, your inner man, prepare it for trials that you're going to go through, so that you won't lose that faith that you started off with. That's why the scriptures say in Ezekiel, eat the whole roll, meaning devour, consume as much of the scriptures as you can, and be taught, be fed, right? So it says what? Prepare your soul for the temptation and the trials that we're going to go through. All right? It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. That's what's that patience. Constantly remain patient. Patience and endurance are the same word. And make no haste in time of trouble. All right? Cleave unto him. So how do you cleave unto Yahweh? You cleave unto Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. How do you cleave unto Yahweh Shai? By cleaving unto the truth. How do you cleave unto the truth? By believing and by listening to those men that are teaching the sincere truth. And then you become part of that same water. If you put a drop of water in the river, that drop of water becomes part of that river that's flowing. So once a man comes into this truth, he becomes part of that flow. You know, that wave, that current that's going around throughout the earth. So we have to set our mind right towards righteousness, towards the kingdom. And we have to fortify ourselves, build ourselves up, build our house correctly upon the right foundation, Yahushua, through much study and through patience. All right, it's called being studious. All right, being a student and studying. And it says what? Prepare your soul for temptation. I mean, prepare for the trials that are going to come against you, your family, doubt, bills, persecution, people lying on you. Persecution is not just someone attacking you physically. Persecution is also verbally. All right? Or at your job, people may go against you and things like that. All right? Or in your household. So you have to prepare yourself for that. How do you prepare yourself? Here you go. Let's get that. We know Revelations 1 and 3 say, blessed is he that readeth. All right? All right, so, let me see. Here you go. Psalms 119 and 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet. So preparation meets the opportunity. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, because the time is at hand. All right? So thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. All right? So that's how we get prepared for the trials that are coming. We read the word, which is the light to our path, before the persecution, the trials come. All right? Or in the midst of all of that. This preparation will have you be able to weather the storms. All right? Studying. Staying what? Let's get that. Oh, let me get this real quick. It says here, Ecclesiasticus 3:39 and 1. All right? But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, so keeping the laws to the best of your ability, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, so you're going to be studying the spirit of truth, studying the stories, the knowledge, the scriptures, right, and the laws. So it's like a walking meditation. He will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, meaning the ancient prophets. We're going to seek out that wisdom. How do you seek it? By studying. And be occupied in prophecies, man. So you're going to seek out the wisdom from the past, and then you're going to teach it in the present about what's coming in the future, the prophecies. All right? So this is what we're supposed to be doing. Giving our mind to the law, to the scriptures, to the meditation thereof, and seeking out the wisdom of all the ancients, especially that wisdom being Yahushua, from Yahushua and the other prophets. So let's go back to where we were. Where was I? Okay, James 1 and 3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. See that? So the Lord is perfecting us. That's that patience. That's that waiting on him. All right? So you're going to be tried. But you have to build up your character in the game. Who are you? The Lord said we're going to be what? Become new creatures, new creations. All right? So, it says, but let patience, so when you're being tried, is working patience within you, endurance. Because that's what we're going to need to make it through what's coming. Jacob's trouble. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect in faith and entire, wanting nothing, man. Entire represents being sealed, man. All right, coming to the perfect measure and full stature of the faith of Yahweh Shai and reflection of Him. All right, so that's the goal. Trusting the process for the Lord to get us to a certain level of faith and endurance, and then He can bring that destruction. All right, because He don't want to lose none of us if we have the elect. And if any of you lack wisdom, so if you feel like you don't have any wisdom or you can't understand it, remember, everybody's calling is different. All right, everybody's calling is different. Some might have the gift of prophecy, the gift of speaking, the gift of the understanding. Some might have the gift of believing and being able to comprehend it and then reteach it. Some may have the gift of faith, but not being able to fully understand the breakdowns yet. But you will. See that? It's a process. And everybody's process is different. But the results and the end result, we're all looking to be the same. That's Revelations. Where it say that at? 1 second. It's in the book of Revelation with the 12 gates. They were all of the same height. That means we're all seeking to be perfect in faith. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh. See, but before you ask the Most High, you got to believe that He is. You got to believe that He exists first. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally, all men of Israel. So the Lord will give you wisdom, man. He'll deal with you. All right? And upbraideth not. Upbraideth meaning keeping it away from you. He's not going to keep it from you. He's like, I'm going to pour the wisdom out on you. And within your vessel. He's going to light your candle like an oil. A lamp, like an oil lamp. Keep you lit, as they say today. And it shall be given him. Whew. So if he prayed and he asked for it, it will be given you. That wisdom. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. You got to believe that he could do it. You know, sometimes I like to pray about something once. That's it. You know, you got to believe that he exists more than the people that you see every day with your eyes. Because they could be here today, going tomorrow. Well, you don't know. Somebody could be putting on the front of who they really are. But Yahweh, He is who He is. You know? And He's always present. Never sleeping, never slumbering. So you ask Him, you can ask for it once. Or maybe twice. But trust that He heard you and that He's going to do it. Because He's merciful. And if it's according to His will. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like the wave of a sea, driven with the wind and tossed, man. See, there's some people that's like iffy. They in the truth, they out of the truth. They want to teach, don't want to teach. They know what to do, then they don't know what to do. What should I do? Do you think I'm the elect or not? You don't want to be like that. You want to be nothing wavering, man. Make up your mind, and then stamp it in stone, man. All right. So if you like a wave tossed to and fro. It says what? For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Meaning if the Lord bless you with that gift of wisdom and understanding, you're just going to corrupt it. So the Lord holding it back from you until you ask Him correctly and you prepare yourself. How do you prepare? Studying to show yourself approved. How do you prepare before you step on the basketball court? You watch the players. You study the game. The plays. You study the archives of old players. So in this truth, you do the same thing. You study the prophets. You study the players today, the prophets. All right? You study the playbook, the scriptures. And then you step to the game or you approach the coach. All right? So the Lord got to be able to trust you with it, man. What should you do? Get to the work. What should you do? Love the Most High, man, and want to wake up the rest of your people, which are His people, which, the elect, so that we can get out of here. All right. So let's go to this real quick. All right. So this is all about predestination. It says Romans 8:29, for whom He did foreknow, He also did predestinate. So if you're not predestinated to be a prophet, that's not something you need to figure out. Like, let me know if I'm predestinated. No, you're wavering at that point. You're either going to exist as a prophet or you're not going to exist as a prophet. That's it. If you believe you're a prophet of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, put on as the elect and do the things that a prophet would do sincerely for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And let the results speak for themselves. Let the Lord be your judge in the end. Not you judging yourself. Besides examining yourself. Not the people around you judging you. But about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Him telling you you're not a prophet. I never knew you at the end. Or saying, hey, well done, my good, faithful servant. All right. It says, moreover, it's like it. For whom he did foreknow, so the Lord foreknew you. That's book of Jeremiah 1:5. I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I sanctified you. Before you came out of the womb, I sanctified you and appointed you as my spokesman to the world. So the Lord knew you in the spirit world where He created you. Before He created you in your mother's womb, He knew your spirit, your soul. And He said, hey, you're going to go down there and be my spokesman to the world, one of my prophets. For whom He did foreknow, He also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of His Son. See, that's what He wants. For us to be what? Let's get that real quick. All right, this is Ephesians 4:10. He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above the heavens, man. This is Yahushua. He ascended far above what we call the heavens, the sky, space. He went to the spirit world, man. All right, what's called the third heaven or the fourth dimension. On the right hand of the Father, far above all the heavens that we can even imagine. Space, universe. That he might fill all things, even the heavens. It's crazy. And He gave some apostles and some prophets. So you got different offices in this work. All right, apostles meaning what? Those that are sent into the field. They're sent. That the word apostle just means sent out. Then you got some that are born to hear this word and receive it, and then begin to prophesy themselves. So He gave some apostles and some prophets, some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers, all right? Pastors herding the sheep, teaching the Akim, keeping them strengthened in the truth, right? Teachers going into the breakdowns and the history and such. Why? This is all for what? For the perfecting of the saints. See? To perfect us in what? In faith. All this work we're doing as a body is to perfect the body. all right, and faith for the work of the ministry, to make them perfect for this work, for the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai, man. So to build up the body under the head, who is Yahweh Shai. Until we all come in the unity of the faith. There you go. See that? The perfection. That's that perfect measure of faith that the Lord has set some of us up for, until we all come in the unity of the faith, man. Unity, not wavering, not iffy, just sure, man. Why not? All those options are there in your mind. Choose that one. Sometimes you don't have to push things away or thoughts away. You have to see it, let it go, just push it. You don't have to push it away, but you just grab hold of the next one. You grab hold of something. Sometimes you have to let things go. Sometimes you have to grab hold of something that'll pull you forward. And that, right now, is salvation, faith. Until we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of Yahweh. So you got to know about Yahweh Shai. Unto a perfect, why? Because it's all about giving Yahweh praise, and he's giving praise to his Son as well. So he want to get full glory. Until we all come to the unity of the faith and the knowledge of the Son of Yahweh, unto a perfect man. See, he's already perfect in faith. So we're trying to reach that status of faith, at least. Unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So that's what we're looking. Our goal is to reach that example of what Yahweh Shai set upon this earth 2,000 years ago, of faith in Yahweh, of doing his work. All right? Romans 8:29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. In what? In faith. See that? That perfection. All right? So, moreover, whom he did predestinate, see, them he also called. Them he also justified. Oh, and whom he called, them he also justified. All right? So, he foreknew you. He appointed you as a spokesman to the world, sent you here, and now that you're here, we're supposed to grow up in the same spirit of Yahweh Shai, in the same faith, representing him, being representatives of Yahweh Shai upon this earth. All right, and of Yahweh. But whom he also predestinated, he called them. Once you were born, he called you into this truth. See that? Predestinated you, set you up for the future. Once you were born on this earth, he already had it targeting you to be woken up to this truth. And once you're called, he's making it so you'll be chosen. Because the scriptures say, many are called, but few shall be chosen. So he's setting you up to be chosen in that day, to be one of the elect. That's the goal, right? Well, trust the process. Trust what he says to do, right here. It says what? And whom he called, them he also justified. How did he justify us? Let's get that. All right, so he called you, then he had you believe in Yahweh Shai. That's where you get your justification from. All right, so let's get the word justified. Let me get that real quick. Justify, etymology. It says here, justify, etymology, inflict a judicial penalty on, administer justice to. All right? Let me see, biblical. Let's see that one. It says justificare literally means to make righteous. Damn. So biblically, that word justify means to make you righteous. The judgment to make you righteous by believing in his son, Yahweh Shai. To make someone righteous. That's a verb. Justificatio. Wow. Let's get it. Acts 13 and 39. And by him, all that believe are justified. So once you believe, you become what? More righteous than you were. And by him, all that believe are justified from all things, from which ye could not be justified by the law of Moses, right? Galatians 2 and 16, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahweh Shai. Even we have believed in Yahweh Shai that we might be justified by the faith of Yahweh Shai and not by works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified, right? So we know we're not made righteous by the keeping of the law because we're not going to be perfect in that. The Lord is looking for perfection, so he made a way for us to be perfect, and that's through faith, through belief. But we keep the laws to the best of our ability. That don't mean disregard the laws. It's just you're not going to be out here teaching that like IUIC does. They teach that you're going to be saved by keeping the whole law, which is impossible to do. There's laws that we will mess up on and we can't keep in this society. All right, so we can't be justified by that. Made righteous, it's been proven. The law is righteous, but we're not. So we have to be purified by the inner man, which is through Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, so that's what we're looking for, to be justified. And the word justification, justificatio, goes into the word, the meaning to be made righteous. So let's go back. Romans 8 and 30. Moreover, whom he did predestinate before you were born in your mother's womb, he predestinated you, anointed you in the spirit world. Right before you were born, I anointed you, appointed you as my spokesman to the world, man. Think about that. Just you and Yahweh. He was dealing with you out of the midst of all the spirits out there in heaven. He chose you and others to come here in this time. Everything has a purpose. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, right? So, them he also called. So now that he predestinated you, sent you into this earth, now he called you, whatever form you're born in, right? Whoever you look like, whatever your color is, that don't matter. That's just flesh. But it is about the seed, your bloodline. But it's about faith right now. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. That's the cleansing process. Before he deals with you, he gave us a way to be washed, a way to be cleansed, to be made righteous in his sight so he could deal with us. And that's by believing in Yahweh Shai. So if you meet anybody that does not believe in Yahweh Shai, they're still in that darkness. They don't have the light. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. So now comes the time for glory. You see that? So you trust the process. It's going to lead you to justification, believing in Yahweh Shai. That belief in Yahweh Shai is going to lead you someday to be glorified, just like Yahweh Shai. All right. So let's go this real quick. I got a whole line of precepts, but I'm going to get a few, and we go from there. All right. 1 Corinthians. Right. Let's get this real quick. 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. For after that, in the wisdom, no, 20, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Right? It's all carnal, vain justification. It says, have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of this world? Right? So the wisdom of this world is nothing but foolishness. All right? So, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Ecclesiastes 3:11. He have made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he have set the world in their hearts. So he set foolishness in the minds and the hearts of the people, even in us, until he woke us up to this truth. Revelation chapter 11, Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. All right, so he set the world in their heart, which is foolishness and vanity, so that no man can find out the work that Yahweh maketh from the beginning until the end, unless he wake you up to it. 1 Corinthians 1:21. For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. See? Through Yahweh's wisdom, through his control, you know what I'm saying? Through his work, he set it up to where the world does not know him. He woken up a few to know him and predestinated them to know him. All right, so if you believe, that means there's a candle lit in your spirit, and you need to do something with that. Yahweh Ratazah, my next lesson, I'll go into what you need to do next. All right, it's a whole process. But first, it starts with that initial belief, that initial understanding that there's a predestination to this. There's a destination to your journey. You know, there's a justification process that has to happen. The Lord has to come in and sup with you, deal with you, so you'll be justified, teaching rightly and all of that, so that you won't go off and get destroyed. So the best thing for a new recruit, a novice means new recruit, is to be studying right now. Just, if I get that. It's lucky. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:11. And that ye study to be quiet. Look at that. Just study to be quiet, man. And just be busy. And to do your own business. Not worrying about other people's business. And to work with your own hands as we have commanded you. All right? So, yeah, it's not, you worry about your own business, man, to build your own people up. You build your own house up. Deal with what the Lord gave to you, your responsibilities, your brother next to you, your brothers under you, your elders over you. You deal with that. Build up your family. You're the main character in your story. But you're looking for somebody else to tell you that. You got to know that. Well, let me be the one to tell you, or the certain people. You're your own character. You're the main character in your story. You have to realize that and accept that and see your responsibility in the situation. We're no longer children anymore. When we were others' responsibility, now we have become the ones that are responsible. All right? And that ye study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands as we commanded you. So you got to do the work, man. You can't be, you can't be just sitting on the sideline watching. You got to go out and do the work and build up yours. What's that? There you go. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, so not as in Paul's presence, but in this sense, in Yahweh Shai's presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, so we got to seek the Lord 10 times more and work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Build up your house, build up your camp that you're in, you know. Work with your team. But it starts from within first. Build yourself up. Fortifying your mind. 1 Corinthians 1:21, for after that in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High, because he set the world and foolishness in their hearts. And it pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Because even us out here preaching is foolishness to the Most High. He don't need that. That's worldly stuff. He don't need it. He can just wake whoever up. But he chose through this process so it happened right on time with the prophecies, showing his power. All right, giving us a work to do so that we'll have a reward. He don't really need us to do this at all. All right. So that's right. Let's get that. 1 Corinthians 3:7. So then, neither is it he that planteth anything. See, one man planteth 2,000 years ago. They planted, set the foundation for this truth. All right. Neither he that watereth, or the elders that plant this thought into your mind, and then another brother comes along and waters it, just like today, you know. But it's Yahweh that giveth the increase. It's the Most High that grows the plant, that grows the tree, that gives it life. You see that? We're just husbandmen. That's of the world. That's of the matrix. We plant the seeds here in the soil and it grows. We plant the seeds in our mind and it grows. We water the ground and the plant grows. We water our mind and the plant, the wisdom, the knowledge grows. But it's all in this realm. So he's saying what? It's the Most High that gives the increase from the Spirit. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one. So the same ones that set the foundation from the ancient times, even up until today with the elders, and the ones that are watering, which are us, that's keeping the plant hydrated. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one. And every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labors, man. See, it's all about working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For we are laborers together with Yahweh. Ye are Yahweh's husbandry. Ye are Yahweh's building. All right, so it's husbandry, just like a farmer. All right, or harvester, right? That's Yahweh. He's our husband. You know, the original husbandman, which is a farmer. And then you have Yahweh Shai, whom Yahweh set over us as our husbandman. So, for we are laborers together with Yahweh. Ye are Yahweh's husbandry. Ye are Yahweh's building. So when we out here building each other up, we're playing a part in a process that Yahweh has already started. Yahweh Shai already set the foundation, and they're going to be the ones that finish the process. All right. So now, let's go here. Romans 10:10. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness. All right, so first you got to believe in your heart. In this sense, the word heart would be la'ab in the Hebrew. All right. So, for with the heart or your mind, man believeth unto righteousness. See, you believe in Yahweh Shai for that righteousness. Remember that? Justification. For with the heart man believeth unto justification or righteousness. And with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. So you got to believe it in your heart, work out all that in your mind, that construction up there. And then once everything's clear and your house is furnished, you'll be able to speak the things you learned. Pour out your water out into the streets. And it ain't going to take a year to study. It ain't going to take that long as you're moving quick. And watching the elders, watching the Akim. And then begin to wait upon your ministry and teach the milk. Desire the sincere milk of the word and just stay on that level. And grow in that level. Dominate that level, just like boxers do. And then you go to the next level. Dominate in that level. Grow. And what you're dominating is yourself. All right? And with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation, man. See that? We shall be, for every idle word that men shall speak, they should give account for in the day of judgment. And the Lord chose through the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So with the mouth, what you believe here, the light is lit, and we're able to share that light or that water from our cup. You know, and we can make confession, and it's made unto salvation. There you go, right here. Look at that. All right, where is it at? All right, this is 2nd Ezra 2 and 44. All right, no, 42. This is the goal. 41. The number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. See, the Most High has a harvest that he's longing for, seeds that he planted, predestinated in this earth to grow and meet him. See that? Beseech the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. All right, that the elect may be hallowed. The ones that are predestined may be separated from amongst the world. Hallowed, made holy, to be separated. Ezra, because if that happens, that's Revelation chapter 7. That means the destruction's coming. Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. This is the elect when Yahweh Shai shows up, that have done the work, right? And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature. All right, I mean, he was exalted more than any other brother. Taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns. So you're going to put crown. He's going to be the one that administer those crowns upon each of the elect. That's our goal, to get a crown from him. There ain't no crown, your average gold. Nah, there's going to be some special crowns, man, that Yahweh Shai made, bringing them from the spirit realm. And was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So he was exalted even more once he put the crowns on our head. We're going to be going crazy, snapping. All right, because we're the true Marvels. The movie, the Marvels, superheroes. The word superheroes just means gods. The Lord said, what? Ye are gods. Ye are the powers, man. And this is the power that he gave us. One of the most special powers of a hero, to save a life. To be able to save your brother's life and bring them to salvation, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He blessed us to be able to take part in that. That's the most powerful piece of spiritual power that we could have. This is how we dominate our enemy. You know, everything else is vanity and carnal. So he marveled at it greatly, he saw this. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing. All right, so in the kingdom, the elect going to be taken up into the chariots before the destruction, and they're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye into immortal flesh bodies. So they're going to put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed, right? See, confession is made unto salvation, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. All right. Once a prince receive palms in their hand, they let you know they just ruling. They ain't gotta get no swords yet. They gonna get swords later. We're gonna look like a field of freshly grown grass, all them palms in our hands, man. And our flower is gonna be that crown on your head. He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing. So like in verse 46, Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. So you got to confess Yahweh. As it said a minute ago in 45, they have confessed the name of Yahweh. And then in this verse 47, it says what? You have to confess the name of his Son in the world too. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahushua. Come on, man. So you want to be justified, you want to be made righteous, you got to trust the process, and you got to just believe in Yahushua and teach and believe in Yahweh. Confess his name in a world full of spiritually dead people. In a foolish world. You have to bring that wisdom. If you think that your vessel cannot contain that wisdom, you would be saying that the Most High is not wise in his choice of choosing you. Which would be disrespectful for you to think that way. You want to say, yes, Lord, I trust your choice. If you choosing me and calling me, I'll do your will to the best of my ability, this broken vessel that I am. Build me like you built the ship of Noah with broken vessels, with broken pieces of wood. Build me like you built the foundation, of a house. All right? So with the heart man believeth. Look at that again. Romans 10:10. For with the heart, with your mind, man believeth unto righteousness, unto justification. And with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation. All right? So once you confess it, confess Yahweh, confess Yahweh Shai, and the truth about him, that's what's going to get you to salvation, to be saved. For the scripture saith, whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed, man. All right? You can't shame. The Lord said that, man. Look. All right. He tell you to look up. Keep your head up. But these phones, they have us looking down. This world has us looking down. Shame has you looking down. On this. But the Lord said, those that wait on him shall not be ashamed. You're going to lift up your head and look up, look for the salvation. Look up at the field and see that the harvest is ripe. 2 Ezra 16:76. And the guide, let's see what it says, 75. 75. No, let's go to 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. See, this is salvation. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, especially Jacob's trouble. But I will deliver you from the same. See, that's Yahushai. His name means he deliver. And salvation is to be saved. Saved from what? From the snare of the fowler, the trap that's being set, from the troubles from ourselves, saved from death. All right, be ye not, it says what? Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your God. So you shouldn't have doubt. That's like a ship wavering in the sea, tossed to and fro. You want to walk on a straight path and anchor your soul. Let the scripture be the anchor to your soul. All right? You know, dig your feet into the soil, man, 10 toes down. Be ye not afraid. That's what it really is. Doubt usually comes with fear. The Lord telling you, don't be scared, man. All right, don't be afraid. Neither doubt. Don't doubt it, that the Lord will save you. Oh, I'm not important. He ain't gonna save me. Well, you the one that needs saving, especially if you're thinking that. We need to be saved, man. So don't doubt it. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. Think about that. It ain't about you. It's about him. If you think you're not enough, well, who the one guiding you? Now you're enough. You don't have to be anything for him to guide you. You just got to be, believe. Right? He ain't telling you to be some, let's get that real quick. All right, 1 Corinthians 1 and 26. 25. Because the foolishness of Yahweh is wiser than men, and the weakness of Yahweh is stronger than men. For ye see your calling, brethren. You see your calling now. The separation, right? How that not many wise men after the flesh. The Lord not asking you to be no damn scholar. All right? Not many, well, you have to be scholastic once you get into the truth. But he's not calling you because you're some damn scholar or something. Not many mighty. He's not calling all these damn fighters, Mike Tyson, all these boxers and brawlers, right? Just because they could fight for his battle. No. Not in the military, you know. Not many noble are called. All right? He ain't calling none of these damn professors and shit like that. And judges. But Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And Yahweh have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things of the mighty. You feel weak? You feel foolish? Well, the Lord chose you. And the base things of the world. So you feeling that baseness, that lowness in this world. So you're like, he can't use me to dominate. What? Yeah, he can use you. Didn't David use a little tiny stone to smite the head of Goliath and strike fear into the Philistines and get the victory for Israel? Why? Because the power of Yahweh was his guide. And faith that that damn stone was going to land where it's supposed to. All right? So the Lord could take a little tiny stone and knock a whole building down with it. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise, so like at verse 27, but Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty, and the base things in the world, and the things which are despised, Yahweh have chosen, yea, and the things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his sight. All right. So, but of him are ye in Yahweh Shai. So it's because Yahweh that you're even acknowledging the truth. Who of Yahweh is made unto us wisdom. So Yahweh made Yahweh Shai unto us wisdom. You know, the comforter. And righteousness, the justification. And sanctification, that's our separation through Yahweh Shai. And our redemption is through Yahweh Shai. Yahweh made all of that. That doorway, Yahweh Shai. That according as it is written, he that glorieth, let him glory in the Lord. All right? So, Let's get that. So that's it, man. Right, Romans 10:11. For the scripture saith, whoso believeth on him shall not be ashamed. So with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. All right. So let me show. I'm gonna get one more real quick. I think I'm gonna end it there, man. And yep, I'm gonna end it there. And let's see. What I'm going to next. All right. So hopefully this was edifying to you, man. And let's start there. Let's start there. Yeah, there's steps to it next. There's further steps to take as a novice, meaning a newly recruit. But it has to start with your initial belief. Must believe that he is first. Let's get that. All right. And once you believe, that's when the next process happens. You get the understanding that the Lord chose you before you even born. And he led you to this truth, man. Right, Proverbs chapter 1, you know. He's going to lead you to his counsel, his wise counsel. And you're going to learn of Yahweh Shai, of his son, man. It's going to, you know, you're going to learn of Yahweh. And then you're going to start to see yourself and see the stature that you're supposed to attain. And that's a process over time of fortifying your faith in this truth, your faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which will lead you to justification, to salvation, to sanctification, being separated from this world. But it takes that courage within you, that faith. Faith and courage are the same word. Confidence, I should say. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. You do all this, you can do everything, but if you don't have faith that he'll do it, believing in the unseen, it's impossible to please Yahweh. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them. He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Come on, man. You got to trust that. You can beat yourself up all day, but you got to trust that he even exists. That's why he said, I am Yahweh, meaning he exists. Once you understand that, you have to study and learn how to please him. And you have to do that by what? Faith. All right? And he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. All right? So imagine how Noah felt, how Abraham felt, right? How Jacob felt, Isaac, Sarah, how they all felt when it was their time for their temptation or trial of faith. Now we're in our trial of faith. All right? So I think I'm ended there, man, and say hopefully this is edifying, and you start there with the belief, the correction, meaning start to examine yourself in the faith, the belief in his son Yahweh Shai, the reasoning behind Yahweh Shai and his testimony, the prophecies, and then your part in this truth, that you were predestined for this. All right? He said, grab hold of eternity. That means knowing who you are in this faith, man, and continuing in that all the way to the end. If you don't know who you are, at least know who he is. You know, and you'll begin to reflect that in this earth. That'll become your character. All right, and we start there. And then the next steps will come. But it starts with that initial foundation of the sacrifice that Yahweh Shai did. You read the book of Luke, you read the book of Mark and Matthews. And then you understand what you need to do next. Because the time is at hand, the time is short. All right, and the Lord said, wait upon thy ministry. And that, Yahweh writes us out, that'll be the next lesson. The ministry, that's the next step. All right, with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.